Hiya, welcome to my channel. I'm Steve. This gorgeous girl is Madge, my best friend and travel buddy. We're about to set off on another epic adventure. We're off on another journey in our self-built campervan, exploring some of the most beautiful and peaceful corners of the UK. Along the way there'll be country walks, coastal stopovers, plenty of bird watching, and I'll be cooking up some of my favourite Thai dishes from the van. So if you enjoy travel, nature, wildlife and good food, we'd love you to join us on the road with Madge and Me. Oh yeah, I'm about to start planning my trip for tomorrow. Gonna head down south, starting off with the Forest of Dean. Gonna spend a few days around there, and then we're gonna head right around the coast from Bristol, right the way around, hugging the coast all the way up to Skegness, because that's about as far south on each coast that I've been. So never been there before, gonna give it a good explore. But before I go, I've got a few jobs to do. Madge needs a good trim. Come here, come here. You're not gonna come? Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, there we go. If you can see, she's proper like rough here now. And her feathers are really long. She drags half the field in mud when we've been out for a walk. So it's time. No, I did say walk, yes. Did I say walk? You'll have to wait. I didn't mean we were going for a walk. I'm just talking about going for a walk. We're not actually going. So yeah, that's my next job. Wait, you've been a good girl, haven't you? Yeah, you've been a good girl. Okay, she'll let me finish it off just about. I'll tidy it up a bit later when she's cuddling. I can see now her ears are not quite even. But yeah, I'm not a dog groomer, so I will finish it off when she's settled tonight, won't her? Good morning. So today's the day we head down south. I've just got a couple of things to do. Put some air in my tyres, get a little bit of shopping and give her a good run. It's about a 3-hour journey. We're heading for the Forest of Dean first of all. But yeah, let's crack on. Should we go and get Gemma? Should we go for Gemma? Are you excited? This is Gemma. As you can see, Madge and Gemma absolutely love each other. Madge's best friend. Madge has known Gemma since she was a pup. I met Gemma because for the last 12 years or so I've been working with dogs. In the beginning it was mostly dog walking, but I don't do any of that anymore. I just like to take Gemma out every now and then. I do mostly pregnancy ultrasound scanning these days, although because I'm travelling around quite a bit, I don't do much of that anymore either. Morning, Brian.
When are you going away? Here soon?
Today.
Today? Oh,
yeah.
Right. So you'll be away about 4 or 5 weeks, will you?
Possibly longer.
All right. I'm glad to see the back of you.
I'm currently walking on the path that runs from Blackbrook up to Carmel Dam. It's one of my favourite walks, this. When I'm back this way at the end of April, beginning of May, I'll do a full video on this area. It's absolutely beautiful when all the bluebells and the wild garlic blanket the ground. It's quite popular with bird watchers and photographers as well down here because we get quite a wide variety of birds. It's just beautiful. You can see why I love it. Go on, Gem. Listen to all those birds. Go on, Gem. I love this little bit around here. A little bit of a pond. Look at her plodding on behind. She's slowing down now. She's 11. Although if I offered her some food, she'd come running. What's this? Yeah, so this pond here is quite busy with birds because there's a couple of feeders around here. There's a guy comes along here regularly and fills up all the feeders. Near the robin in the background. Tree creeper here as well. Goldcrest, goldfinch. I'm gonna get some fish sauce. This one's a good make. This one's also good and it's in a plastic bottle. Oh, Thai roasted chili paste, oyster sauce, coconut milk and UHT coconut milk. noodles. Yummy. Very nice. Sweet soy sauce. Palm sugar. Tamarind. This is a huge warehouse. They sell just about everything. Seafood, wonder how much they are. Green papaya, $9.75. Too expensive. This is what I want. Chilies. Coriander root. It is. Should I? $2.35. Coriander root. It's like mint. Not what I want. £40 and 50p.
Shall I follow you?
Yeah, whatever. Do you want me to go first?
I suppose it's M6 South, isn't it?
Yeah, Rog. Have you got your sat-nav details in?
Do it later when we stop, because we're not going to get straight there, are we?
No, we'll definitely need a stop. It's saying 3 hours 7 minutes, so there's no way I want to drive that long.
Oh, alright, so after you.
Right, off we go. So I'm about to go out for a mooch along the river, but before I do, I'm going to make some marinade and marinate some chicken for tonight's meal. Tonight I'm making a Thai street food called gayang. Gayang translates as grilled chicken. So normally it would be barbecued. I'm going to make it as a plated dish. Start off with black peppercorns. I'm going to grind them up. I'm also going to add lemongrass, which I've already chopped up to make it easier. And I'm going to use coriander root. It looks a bit limp and soggy because it's been frozen. I'm also going to chop that up a little bit because that tends to be a bit tough. Chilies, I'm using bird's eye or Thai chilies. And of course garlic. I'll put that all into the mortar and pestle, or pestle and mortar depending where you come from, and then mash it up. sometimes easier to add a little bit of moisture, so I'm going to add some sesame oil in there. You can use any oil you like. I like sesame oil. And we're looking for a rough paste kind of consistency. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Okay, now we need to add soy sauce. Needs a little bit more than that. Mix it all up, and we can also add some water. The water will help moisten the chicken. It's very difficult to burn it, even if you overcook it once it's been marinated in this. Oops. So I'm using chicken thighs. There's 2 of us, so I'm going to use 4 chicken thighs, 2 each. Now before I marinate them, I'm just going to debone. I'm going to leave the skin on, but I'm going to debone it. If you've never deboned a thigh before, here we go, we're just going to scrape it off the bone, down the side, underneath, so you can get your finger through like so. Put your knife in and chop it down the bone. Okay, then you're going to be left, hold on to the knuckle and just scrape all of the meat right down to that joint, and then just pull it off. Now you're going to be left with this little bit of cartilage in here that needs cutting off. Like so. Madge will eat that. There you go. And there we have the filleted thigh. So I'm just going to put the 4 pieces of chicken thigh in a bag. And pour in the marinade. And then make sure all the bits of chicken are covered. I think I'm going to double bag that actually. And then pop it in the fridge. You need at least 2 hours, but the longer the better. So it's now about 9 o'clock in the morning. We'll be eating about 6 o'clock this evening, so that'll have had a long enough time to marinate. So make sure you're checking with me later to see the results of this. It's lovely. So we're just having a walk down the river. I think this is the River Wye. Oh, a couple of merganser. They're lovely birds. Look at that. Look at the crest on that. But you can't see it. Imagine living there. Come. Hereford Cathedral in the background there. Morning. Wait. That's lovely. I think it's called White Bridge. Would make sense. So after a quick stopover in the beautiful town of Hereford, we headed south down the A49 towards the Forest of Dean. This is it, Forest of Dean. Cars coming. Get your head in, Madge, please. That's why I said get your head in. Shut that window. And along the way we encountered some very narrow and some very steep roads. Wow, this is a climb. I'm really glad I had me clutched up now. That was difficult, wasn't it?
That was in my mouth. I thought if that goes into limp mode now, I won't get up there because that's what happens in the Lake District.
Yeah. You can see why it's limited to 7.5 ton anyway. So this was meant to be our first stop in the Forest of Dean. This is the Sculptor Trail. And as you can see, it's absolutely chocker. So we've not been here half an hour and we can't wait to leave because it's horrible, innit, Em? Yeah.
Too many people.
Yeah, people spoiling it. So anyway, we're heading off to our next stop. No idea where we're going yet. This is our park up for tonight. Right in the middle of the Forest of Dean. This isn't on any of the van life parking apps like Park for Night, Search for Sight, as far as I know of anyway. So I'm not going to say exactly where it is. Otherwise it will go on one of the apps and it'll be ruined within 6 months. But yeah, this is stunning. Okay. Wait. Wait. Come. Come. So these have been marinating now for about 7 hours, so I'm just going to put them in the oven. I'm going to put them in for about 40 minutes, but in a standard household oven you would probably only need half an hour. I'm putting them in a bit longer because I've got a really crappy Thetford duplex, which doesn't hold the heat very well. It's an absolute appalling oven. Yeah, traditionally these would have been grilled on a barbecue, and with the bone left in, but I'm going to serve them up as a plated dish, which is why I've filleted them. I think I should probably have only put 3 in there, looking at the space, so I need to check on the juices part way through so that it doesn't overflow. But yeah, I'm just going to cover it with foil and put them in the oven for 40 minutes. There we go, look at that, delicious. So I'm just going to slice it up, plate it up with some mushrooms, tender stem and rice. And there's the finished product. I'm just going to smother it with sweet chilli sauce or Madge and I. Beautiful. Hiya, so I'm just finishing off editing my first video, so I thought I'd wrap it up by doing a bit of a monologue and discuss my experience. And I have to say it's not been easy. It's been quite difficult, in fact, for quite a number of reasons. And I don't know how YouTubers do it, in all honesty. It is so time consuming. The editing alone is extremely time consuming, and then there's the effort that goes into capturing all of your footage to edit and putting it together in some kind of story, because that's basically what it is. You're telling a story with the footage you've captured. Quite a few times along the way I've thought I can't do this, because it distracts. It takes away from enjoying what you do. I mean, one of the things I really love doing is getting out with my camera, bird watching, and I don't have to think about capturing it all in and telling a story about it. I just go out and reach about and do what I do, and I love it. But when you've got to try and put it together, it stops the enjoyment. Same with when you're traveling along and you the enjoyment about getting out in the camper van and traveling the country is you're driving along nice and slow and you're looking around and you're taking it all in. When you're conscious of making that into something that you can publish, is the camera set right? Is it picking up the sound? Is it level? All of those things. It takes that enjoyment away from what you're doing. I mean, people say it gets easier and you know, it's all a learning curve, etc. But I don't know. And then there's the keeping the devices charged. The drone, the DSLR, the phone, the tablet, the laptop, among all the other things that I use generally that I've got to keep charged as well, I mean, it's been difficult keeping on top of charging, and that's when there's been a little bit of sun, and I've been driving round a bit, so my DC to DC charger gives me some charge. But come winter time, that's going to be impossible when there's no sun at all. I don't know how I'm even going to manage it. So yeah, not sure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to carry it on, or how long I'll be able to carry it on. But I'll carry on editing the footage that I've got and see how it goes over the next few weeks. But anyway, if you've managed to get this far in this video, well done, and I hope I've not bored you shitless. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.